about to go out, but I thought I'll tell you some things that I learned the hard way that you don't need to go through. So let's change your mentality so you can be hot. And I have everything in my iPad again. So the bare minimum should disgust you. And if they can't meet that, then you need to leave, okay? Because you are not settling for less. You are not taking yourself off that top shelf just because they can't reach you, okay? Remember that. Do not take yourself off that top shelf just because they can't reach you. You are way more valuable. Your standards are way more valuable. There is somebody else that will exceed those bare minimum requirements. And if that man can't even do that, the basic principalities, and I'm pretty sure your bare minimum is literally the bare minimum. If he can't even do that, don't expect anything. Don't even expect loyalty in the long run, okay? We're not going through that, and you're not going through that at all. I literally had to change my own standards for people in the past, and that just made me lose so much self-respect. I was literally validating and changing my ways for them just so that we can be together, but in the long run I got cheated on, so we don't really want that for you, do we? A man who avoids his own emotions will avoid yours. When you are telling him how you feel, or when you're bringing up something that is on your mind or on your heart, or something that you're anxious about, more time this man who hasn't even tapped into his own emotions, hasn't been emotionally switched on, more time he's just going to dismiss yours because he doesn't even know how to handle that level of emotion. Now, I'm not saying go around and just burst out into tears or start accusing and assuming things. No, yes, you can communicate in a better way, but that doesn't mean if a man who hasn't been emotionally switched on and continuously avoids his own emotions because of childhood trauma or things that he was like told when he was growing up, if he hasn't even tapped into that, you can't expect him to essentially be able to understand how you feel, to even listen to how you feel. You will be dismissed. So don't date a man who is consistently avoiding his own emotions. You can't allow that to happen, because that man will also just cause you confusion as well, and you should not be dating anyone that is causing you confusion. If a man wants to date you, he will date you. He is supposed to see you as his dream woman and treat you beyond and exceed your own bare minimum requirements. And if he is not treating you like that dream woman of his, or like giving you that princess treatment, that just simply means he never saw you as a princess to begin with. A friend who can drop you over one very small thing was never your friend to begin with. I've gone through this so many times where I've thought we're friends, and this is for both guys and girls. Literally recently, a guy friend of mine dropped me as his friend because I decided to place some boundaries for my partner. But he didn't respect that. That just makes you think that this guy just had other intentions. I've had friends, women, who have dropped me because I decided to unfollow everyone off Instagram at one point. But she decided to not be my friend anymore. There's just been so many encounters where people just drop you over very small things and just makes you question, like, well, how did you see me then as your friend, like, at the time? Because clearly we weren't actually friends, and they could be enemies. You don't know what they were wishing upon you. So that's why it's just important to just realize that these friends, if they can't respect your boundaries, they were never your friend to begin with. And real friends are supposed to respect you. And if they value your friendship, they will not allow anything to just come in the way. Something so small as well. And forgiveness is something that a lot of us need to keep learning. Like, our life is so short. We don't have time to be entertaining BS like this. We really don't. And just remember that if you can just lose, you're not losing a friend. You are just going to replace a friend with someone that will actually feel like your family, and who will never just drop you over small little micro stuff for no reason. So just remember that. And also remember a friend who is friends with everyone isn't your friend. So just be careful of that too. Yeah. What else do I have written on my iPad today? This one's important, guys. Being alone is not loneliness, okay? And loneliness has treated me better than any man could ever have in the past. When you're feeling alone, just remember that this void that you are feeling at the moment is just change perspective on it. Fill it up with things that actually excites you, things that you decided to push away because you was too focused on that toxic relationship or that toxic man. Pick up on hobbies that you want to like build your knowledge on, to build your skill sets on. Go to Pilates, that hot yoga class that you wanted to do. Buy a piano, a keyboard, and learn an instrument if that's what you wanted to do. Start writing that music again. Don't just let it sit in your notes, but actually go to the studio and have fun with it. Spend more time with your friends. This time of loneliness that you may be experiencing right now, fill it up with things that fill your cup. And you will realize that you are actually building your character. You are building your character to the point where you will attract people who are on that same wavelength as you. So don't think that loneliness, like you being alone, is loneliness. No, you need to change that stigma around the word loneliness, because that will get you places. That will help you grow as an individual in so many different ways if you just change your perspective on that word. There is nothing wrong with the word loneliness. It just depends on how you choose to treat that word loneliness. So just remember that. Okay? What else is there? Stop entertaining chaos and protect your peace. Where is it? Stop entertaining chaos and protect your Stop entertaining chaos and actually protect your peace. This also means being comfortable with being disliked. Okay? There are so many people that we are going to encounter in our life where they will actually not like you. They will not actually like you. But that is up to you in how you choose to dictate that. Don't allow yourself to then go on and overdo yourself, over exaggerate personality, force yourself in places that you do not want to be in. And also, even your own literal body would be rejecting people, places, and events, friendship groups that you once used to feel enjoyment from. But now it's no longer feeling like that. So respect your body, respect your choices, and actually listen to it, because you are literally in the process of detoxing. The minute your body no longer wants to go outside to do those certain things, to go to the club, to drink alcohol, to hang out with that specific friendship group, that is the minute you are starting to detox, because you finally met your mind with your body. You finally accepted that. And that is a very, very powerful thing that a lot of people lack in. So always listen to your body, because your body knows what's best for you, and it will make sure you are not trying to take yourself and put yourself in places where those kind of people do not deserve your presence, because they don't. And I'm pretty sure there is a lot of people in your life right now that do not deserve you in their presence. They don't. They're just taking granted of it. More time you could probably just being used as well. You are such a precious, kind person, and you deserve to be attracting those kind of people in your life, those kind of people that will reciprocate that same energy. So do not entertain chaos, and do not entertain people that no longer exist. Do not keep those people around those friends, those acquaintances around that you just used for entertainment purposes, that you just used to hang out with, just to go to the club. I used to do that. I used to have specific female friends and female groups that I would just hang out with, but the only places we were hanging out was the club, was the bar, house parties. And honestly, yeah, it was fun at the time, but as I grew older, I just realized how much time I actually also wasted when I could have just found better friends in social settings that would have fulfilled me and would have met my own values. But as you grow up and as you grow older, you will learn to cultivate your own values that will make you feel like you are bringing peace at home, and you're not just going somewhere where you just feel this heavy shadow over you. So really listen to your body and respect your body. Like, don't just take yourself anywhere just because. So stop entertaining chaos and specific people that no longer actually value your presence. Remember, oh, this is very important. This is my last point, because this video is going to be a bit, this conversation is going to be a bit short today as I need to go. But I don't know, the camera is like extremely heavy. I need to put it down somewhere. Remember when I said to you to stop throwing a pity party? Well, stop trying to take advice just to validate how you feel. Let me say that again. Stop taking advice just to validate your feelings. Because there's a lot of us where we think, oh, I need to like when we're going through something, and I've gone through this myself, and there's been so many friends of mine that have gone through this too, or they've come to me asking for advice, but they've asked the same advice with so many people, like so many people that they aren't even actually close friends with. They've gone on and asked for advice because they're just running off how they feel, and usually it's because they want to hear the same thing over and over again because it validates their feelings. It makes them feel better in the short term. That's not good. That's just you running away from the truth. That's you running away from reality and not wanting to grow and become that best version of yourself. We can't allow that. We can't. So only take advice that you know you're actually going to take. Because also just think about how it looks on the other side. When someone's giving you advice and then you listen and then you tell them, yeah, I'm gonna take it on, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, that, third, I'm gonna remove that person out of my life, I'm gonna pick out my business plan and actually execute it, like this week I'm gonna do it. Like, when you start saying all these things and there is no action followed through, it just makes you look stupid, because then you go back to that person asking for the same advice, and eventually that person is just gonna see you as someone that's unserious, unreliable, someone who clearly doesn't have their shit together. And we're just not going to allow that to happen. You don't want to be one of those people, because it's genuinely really embarrassing. And also, that's just not who you are. You're not a clown. You're not a rat. So don't act like that. Yeah. I just know that I just think I put makeup on this. I just know that you are someone that doesn't need to go through the hard way, and I just only pray that you actually pick up the stuff that you need to do and actually get the things done that you need to do. Don't just allow yourself to be this reliable person. I have so many other life lessons that I have gone through, but I'm gonna talk about it like at another time, because right now I'm just a bit tired of talking. I'm hungry, but I'm gonna see you